Yeah, look, the town's got power still. What's all this no power nonsense? That looks like it's powered. Then again, this might just be backup power, look. It's like everything's red, I've just realised.
Maybe Adelaide was right to leave.
Desertion is a criminal offense, punishable by hard labor.
You some sort of freelancer?
What's going on?
It's you. Reed told me I should be expecting you. He's inside.
Oh. He knows. I mean, obviously, how can he not? Ooh, wow. Yeah, that's sealed. He's all the way over here.
You picked a fine time to visit, stranger.
Let's talk to you about Eugene.
I paid his burial fees, didn't I? Let the dead sleep.
Oh, right, we never came back to her after the guy... after we did all the gravesite fees. Let's go through this quick. Conrad told me Eugene wasn't a suicide.
I don't understand. I found Eugene's body. I know the guy shot himself. Wait, are you telling me he was murdered?
He overdosed on meds and that drove him to paranoia.
He was plagued? Oh, Law, that's awful. I helped carry his body out. I could have been infected. This is all a little too much for me to take in. But I guess if Eugene wasn't a suicide, our town won't have to pay a penalty.
Mm-hmm. There you go. You deserve to know that while you're standing around in the dark.
You want to know what gets my bile churning?
Mm-hmm.
Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
Because your way of life is horrific. I don't know as it was to teach him a lesson. I don't think I just did. Do we owe him an explanation though? We kind of do, because we did take the code from him to be able to do this. I just don't like any of these options. So I don't owe him an explanation then if it's not there.
You're right. I put the fate of our town in the hands of some feckless transient. This is my fault, and all Edgewater's paying for my mistake. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted, with orders to fire on you.
Okay. I could intimidate the guards away. I don't want them bleeding all over the power regulator.
All right, easy now. Let's not do anything we'll regret. I'll order my guards to stand down. Take what you came for, and then leave us be.
Good. This doesn't need to get messier. FYI, he's mad at you. Is he now?
All of you. We're done here. You and I have got nothing more to say to each other.
Come on. Scram. No, the door's there. Okay. Here it is. Yes! Oh, we can finally have our ship. Can we leave this planet? Turn to the unreliable. Heck yes. I mean, it's not all bad. You can all go to the botanical lab if you want power. So, are you coming with us then, Parvati?
Yeah, huh?
Okay, I guess she's just staying with us. Would you like to know what happens if you don't give that response? Sure, what would have happened? if I didn't intimidate them into standing down, I mean, I would guess I would have to fight my way out of the town. That seems logical. I would have had to kill those guards, take the power regulator, and then shoot my way out past the security chief. But, since I'm going social heavy, and I can talk my way through these things, didn't need to do that. Makes me pretty happy. You'll probably turn into a werewolf and try to turn you.
Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed terraforming. I think she was jealous. She don't know how to skip blocks or anything.
Unlicensed terraform. You have to kill him and the guards. Felt super bad about that. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to do it that way. It's like, look, just go down to the botanical lab now and talk things out with Adelaide. She's got the power, but she's got a better idea of, you know, a better way of lifestyle. I was like, dude, don't make me shoot you, but he was shooting at me. Like, oh no, you don't. You done made me shoot you now. Yeah, I was kind of prepared for that, but there. Didn't need to. Alright, now we can repair the ship and get to space. Kill or be killed. Well, that's it, yeah. But I'd rather not have to if I don't have to, you know? So I'm kind of glad the intimidation check worked. Also, it's just me, but this kind of looks like a sleeping creature because it's a different colour to everything else, but it's not. It is very much a rock.
Is this your ship?
Yep.
Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model?
Oh.
Gosh. Listen to me babbling.
You're asking me shit. I don't know.
When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice.
No, you ain't.
Company expects me back at my post.
I don't know. You come with us. Those deserters left Edgewater, nothing keeping you from doing the same.
I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
I don't really care what Reed thinks. I'm not going to ask that. I'm just going to say, yeah, I'm glad to have you along. Pick a cabin, it's yours.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain.
Take me with you, please.
I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Yeah, just call me Mal, and I'll call you Kaylee. How about that? Can she pull a crazy Ivan? Oh, I hope so. We're going to find out. Because we've got... So now we've got Kaylee the mechanic, and we've got a preacher.
I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Yeah. Pavati gets first pick, though, preacher. So, yeah. So,
Yeah, huh?
okay, no more conversation with her.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise.
Wow, okay. I didn't know you were going to pick sides in this fight.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I have the power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Not at all. But I have engineering 25, so yes, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Alright. I'm off. I'm gonna go do this. Pravati's coming with me, apparently. She's literally stuck to my hip now. My response was, it's not like Reed's going to care since he's dead. Oh yeah. That seems like a good noise. Whee! Crunch. Ow! Oh god, I broke something. Ow! Let's not do that again. Alright, Ada.
What can I do for you, Captain?
Installed.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Good. Well, let's get out of here. I'm ready to say goodbye to this hellish backwater. Oh, that engine looks very unhealthy. Here we go. Hey, here we go. Pavata was like, I'm just trying not to think about that or something. Oh. I mean, yeah, that turns our world upside down.
Communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Okay, I've been waiting to hear from him.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
I think the last bit of drippage has subsided by now. It's Rick. I've been feeling a little lightheaded, also I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Okay, so we've got to go to the Groundbreaker first then. Why do I need a nav key to land on the planet?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon.
Okay, whatever.
Badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it.
So slightly better
Captains don't fly
than
their own
Edgewater.
ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must
It's
rely
Pandora.
on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Kelly.
Okay, fine, I'll go have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Holographic Shroud. You want to explain what a holographic shroud is?
Marvelous device.
Those of us
I'm
have been
quite
frozen
proud
for
of
70
myself.
years.
The shroud changes the user's appearance to mimic that of another. It has limits. First-generation technology, you see, but promising. Exciting to see it in use at last. Very simply, the holographic shroud uses biometric information contained on standard identity cartridges to generate a holographic projection around you.
Cool, so it's like a changeling net. So you mentioned it has limitations, though.
Only stands up to a casual scrutiny. Use it too long, bound to flicker, blur, something like that. Movement makes it more likely. Best used in moderation. When you see guards in your path you can't sneak past, for example. Maintain your distance. Act normal. No running, no jumping. Don't draw their attention. If they pay attention, they're more likely to notice flaws in the hologram.
Okay. So it's low res. So why do I need a gadget like this? Couldn't I just steal a uniform?
A change of clothes. What is this? Some old spy serial? What inattentive and brainless guard would be fooled by such a shabby disguise? The holographic shroud masks not only your clothes, but your face and fingerprints. It modulates your voice and sweetens your breath.
Sweetens my... Wait, it changes my fingerprints? So it's not even a hologram, it's some kind of matter projection? It's a digital smoke bomb, yeah. So how the hell does a hologram sweeten your breath?
Science, that's how.
Science! People will actually fall for this, seems far-fetched.
The beauty is they don't expect it. The shroud is the only one of its kind. We humans have a tendency to overlook the unexpected.
True.
Activate the disguise, walk past someone. What do they see? A figure dressed like a fellow employee. Don't act odd. They won't focus on you.
Alright, I'll put it to good use.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Alright, cool. Well. Space. Oh my god. Yes. Let's have a little wander around then. Bit dusty on my ship as well. Holy cow. Let's speak to the crew.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now.
Well,
I
hidey
was
ho.
looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it?
You learned your trade from your father. It sounded like it when you talked to Reed.
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
She's starting to talk like Kaylee, yep. I'm pretty sure she, like, her character has been very heavily influenced. Yeah. Reed seemed to have it in for her. I mean, apart from that whole unfortunate incident with the bottles of cola or whatever it was that got splashed all over him, but yeah. So yeah, he did seem to have it in for her, actually.
I'm not exactly a model employee. Not like you wanted. The kind that stays quiet and gets the right work done in the right order every day. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
Why would people be unhappy about you getting a maintenance job?
Because they were hoping their own kid would get the job and get sent back to Edgewater. When folk go away for schooling, they don't get back to where they begun. Not usually. You go straight to your first job, wherever the company's got an opening.
Wow. You don't have any say at all.
I reckon you could say, no thanks, I don't want a job. But then...
Gonna go cook, no problem. Thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you for that raid earlier on. See you later, dude. Enjoy the dinner. Enjoy the bolognese. Sounds yummy. But you are actually good at this and you enjoy this.
Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up to see it's tomorrow and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
And after school you moved straight back to Edgewater?
Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big ol' hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed.
Did you get much time with him after you got back from school?
About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh, look at the time. Sorry to bend your ears so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
Yeah, so on the ship, what do you think of it?
That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
That's the ship's computer. It's not intelligent, but it does a good imitation. Oh. I'm tempted. Let's get some sarcasm.
So you're gonna call her it, not she?
Oh, sorry.
Though my voice is currently pitched to suggest female, I possess no gender. Any pronoun preferred by the user is acceptable.
Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
Oh, God. So, what do you think, Pavati? Is it safe to fly now that we got the regulator?
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches.
Cool.
You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how
Pavati the space redneck.
Plasma torch.
Taught you how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch? Cool. I don't think I want to eat one of those, though. Wait, if time you move along, does that mean that she leaves the crew? I don't want to say that. Break time's over. Get on back to work now. You want to fix this? This is looking kind of dangerous. Like, seriously. No? Okay. See you later then. Let's go find the preacher man. Oh, I can get through more of the ship now as well. We couldn't look in any of this. Every door was locked. What is this, my quarters or something? Oh, there's the shroud. Nice. The holographic shroud projects a disguise of you and your companion that gives you access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID cartridge for the area. Restricted areas are off limits to unauthorized personnel and otherwise result in being attacked on sight. Cool. My bed. Let's read Alex Hawthorne's old messages, shall we? So we've got an unread message from you, Bedford. From Udon Wingman was Wingman Bedford to Alex Wingman Hawthorne. Ari, thank you. Oh, I forgot to mention in my previous message, silly me, I'm mailing you a copy of my favourite serial, The Space Adventures of Singularity Steel. It's about a dashing space pirate with a heart of, well, steel. Not exactly board approved, so don't go showing it around your space buddies. I hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any similarities to a certain someone are entirely intentional. Okay. What about the logs? Log entries from the user. Log number 1. Shrink Ray. Note to self, remember this later. No, better. Ada, remind me weekly to check this log until I stop telling you. Yes, I mean continually. No, Ada, not if I'm dead. Why would you even ask that? Back to my point. I saw in actuality with my own eyes a sublimely powerful weapon in Wells' lab just sitting there for the taking. If the grey hair were to look anywhere, or forget about it, maybe. Or if I had asked a smidgen more nicely. Called it a shrink ray, but wouldn't let me test the claim after I lost my temper. Said he was inspired to create the thing by the achievements of other scientists who dared push the boundaries of human knowledge and decency laws. I had heard rumours of fantastical weapons like this one, weapons that push the boundaries of the mind and science cutting edge, but I figured they were just stories, to be honest. Laying eyes on Wells' shrink ray firsthand is enough to make a fella wonder if there's more to the rumours. Log number 2 on hammer power. Last time I got sloshed, not slashed. Last time I got sloshed, I mean I was imbibing the latest, imbibing at the Lost Hope on the Groundbreaker. Look, Udom, it was really free with my drinks, and he seemed like an okay fellow. Shamelessly, subtly eavesdropped on 2 Maradettes yammering about a mad scientist some years back who claimed he'd made a huge discovery that would change the fate of the colony. Like none of us have heard that one before, but there's a good part. Maradet said the mad scientist kept yelling about the hammer's power or something similar. A strange weapon with a special power created by a crazy lab coat sure fits the bill. So this guy liked to collect exotic weapons, I guess. Could be another one of the weapons that inspired Wells. Black market leads. Why won't Wells just give me the shrink ray to me, blast him into the depths of the labyrinth, Tartarus and back? Let the record show I did apologise for shouting him down 5 times, but architect be damned, it's just sitting there, neglected and gathering dust. I should have commandeered it and thanked him without asking permission and or breaking expensive equipment when he said it wasn't ready yet, and that even if it were, he couldn't entrust it to someone like me. What does that even mean, I ask? That I'm not trustworthy enough? That I'd use it to wipe out good hard-working folk of a colony like some sort of moralist psycho? I admit to maintaining some questionable associates, but I follow a strict code of me, and myself and mine. What's not to respect in that? Exactly. Now I have to wait until Wells forgets or thinks he's misplaced it. In the meanwhile, I've been tracking down additional rumours pertaining to others of these science weapons throughout Halcyon. If gossip holds true, the next step will be to check the black market merchants on the Groundbreaker and in Fallbrook. We could have a look at that. Oh, is that literally it then? There was nothing else there? Okay, cool. I thought there was another menu.
A reminder on when your next shower is scheduled?
What? No. I can shower myself, thank you very much. Ah, puffball plants. Those are the puffballs cast on the wind and alighted with fresh soil, put down new roots. Quote from Miss Adelaide there. The hell? We have a murder bot called Sam, apparently. Hi. Okay. There's no response from the automechanical unit. A serial number etched onto its chassis includes the letter Sam. I'm gonna leave that alone for now. Better not come to life and try to kill me. Ah, it's Pavati's dad. I'm going to leave all her tools alone. I'm not going to go taking stuff. What is this? Petunia the plant that is not a petunia. Okay. The first wrench Dad ever gave me, she's been a friend ever since. Oh. Modern Steel Wrench and You. This book is heavily dog-eared with doodles in the margins. Yep. Sounds about right. It's the preacher's place? No, this might be his. Index of Banned Literature. Various qualifying considerations, principal rules of restrictive management, morals and maxims of banning unethical literature, A proof of the grand architect and predestination, repudiation of the titles listed here within, consequences the mind and the will of man when led astray, official lists of banned titles, prerequisites of advancing the investigation, outings and penalizings of offenders. Okay. An OSI anointment vial sells suspiciously like iceberg aged whiskey. Oh yeah.